Number 4, The Green Goblin.
Goblin. This is probably Marvel's most famous villain. I mean, he is the arch nemesis of Spider-Man. He is Norman Osborn. We all know him. Now, Norman Osborn was a scientist and who was making a formula to and make people physically stronger and whatnot and tougher, and it kind of backfires in his face, making him a little insane. Now, and then the Green Goblin then becomes a different persona of Norman Osborn's, and he becomes possibly the most like I said, the most memorable of Spider-Man's villains. I mean, he kills Gwen Stacy. He kills Gwen Stacy. I mean, drops her off a bridge and kersplat. I mean, this was a huge twist in the Marvel continuity. I mean, they really, I mean, other than, Gwen Stacy's dad, I mean, they haven't really killed off an important character. And this was supposed to be the, originally was supposed to be the girlfriend, the person that Peter Parker was going to marry until they introduced Mary Jane. So the fact that Green Goblin did that, and he also, I mean, when he came back, I mean, in the Clone Saga, I mean, once again, Clone Saga was kind of, well, it was terrible. Let's just admit it. It was terrible. But Green Goblin's return, I think, was probably one of the best comics in the whole series due to the fact that, I mean, not only does he kill Ben Reilly, but he also kills the unborn child of Mary Jane and Peter Parker. I mean, this guy is always screwing with Peter Parker's personal life. And the fact that he knows who Peter Parker is, I mean, makes him all the more dangerous. And let's not forget the fact that in the new Thunderbolts comic, he's the guy in charge of the Thunderbolts. He's the guy in charge. He's in charge of a superhero group ran by the government, and he knows he can't be touched, even though he's so evil. And from what I've been hearing of the Dark Reign, he takes over everything. This guy is dastardly, and I love it.
Number 3, The Mandarin.
Now, the Mandarin has to be one of my personal favorite villains of all time. He's a great contrast to Iron Man. He was a businessman who was very successful, very, very successful in China, and a descendant of Genghis Khan. And when he loses everything, he feels betrayed by his own country and goes into seclusion into the mountainous range of China. There he finds a spaceship, and I know this sounds really ridiculous and really stupid. He finds 10 magical alien rings from a ancient alien dragon race. Fing Fang Boom, pretty much, excuse me. But what I really like about the guy is that he becomes obsessed with his lineage and with China's past. See, he was the descendant of the great Genghis Khan. He takes over a huge chunk of China and turns it into what he feels the world should be, ancient China, and he rules it with an iron fist. And he's just a great parallel to Iron Man. Iron Man who relies on technology and is a successful businessman, and the Mandarin who is a unsuccessful businessman who becomes a totalitarian ruler with magical powers. It's a really nice contrast, and I have to say that the guy is, well, he's evil. He wants nothing more to take over the world and have it and rule it the way that he sees fit. And he's got a lot of power to do it with, too.
Number 2, Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom. This is another villain that a lot of people know of. Victor Von Doom. He is a genius. Not only in the sense that he is a genius in science, but he's also one of the top sorcerers in the world. Yes, he performs black magic. In fact, sometimes fuses his black magic with his technology in making horrific, monstrous creations of both science and magic. Now, Doctor Doom feels that his life was destroyed by Reed Richards, and because he was so successful, and Doctor Doom could never reach that, even though he feels that he is better, smarter than Reed Richards. His horrible disfigurement comes from the fact that he performed an experiment in which he was trying to contact the other side to talk to his dead mother. And after that, he then goes to his home country of Latveria and takes it over. So he becomes the ruler of his country. And what makes this villain so great is that he can never be put in jail. Because he in his country, his word is law, and when he comes over to any other country, he has diplomatic immunity. So the fact that he can never be apprehended, he can never be punished for his crimes, is really creative, and I have to give it to Marvel for making a villain like this. He is just evil, and I like that.
And number 1, the Devil.
Probably nobody saw this coming on my list, but I have to put this guy down. The Devil. I mean, it's the Devil. Now, I actually don't really know very many older comics with the Devil in it, but I'm going to be talking about one of the plot points for the new Ghost Rider comics that I have to say is very creative. Essentially, the Devil tricks Ghost Rider into helping him come back to Earth. And once the Devil is here, he explodes, and bits of him is transferred into 666 dead bodies, in the hopes that Ghost Rider would kill him, or someone else would kill him, and, well, start putting him back together. Because once he does, he will make hell on Earth. Now, again, he's the Devil. I mean, he is evil. I mean, he is the fallen one. I mean, he tricks Ghost Rider into helping him by pretending to be a most innocent little demon that wants nothing more but to escape. A little demon who is non-threatening. He's practically blind and got lost while tunneling. This was a great gimmick of the Devil. He completely and utterly plays with Ghost Rider and makes him do this. And again, if you have the Devil in your comics, like Marvel has done, I mean, you can't not say he's the greatest villain, because he's pretty much the inspiration for all villainy and all evil in our world. And now, I'm not going to touch on Mephisto, because I don't like Mephisto that much. I think he's kind of, well, he's pretty stupid. Goddamn, one more day. In any case, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to my regular schedules type stuff, night classes, and Transformer toy reviews. Until then, this is Omki Excalibur saying, take it easy, guys. If it's easy, take it twice. Later.